update. Yeah, we're about ready to roll here, but I need to get my pickup information written down so when I get over to the shipper, plus 34, which I already set. Number to work with there, it's easy. See if the Carl next to me is wanting to head out at the same time, or thought he was gonna roll out with me, but it doesn't look like he's ready yet, so. The driver in the truck next to me is also picking up from the same place, but his appointment's a couple hours later than mine, so he might be waiting. Let's see. Alright, I'll probably see him over there. Anyway, yeah, this load's going to Sparks, Nevada. Almost 45-mile drive. So should be there not too long after 9 o'clock. Let me get let me open the gate real quick. Be good by the time I get up that way, though. So I'll be heading up from, basically I'll be heading across over to Kingman, and then up through Vegas, and head up that way. You know, US 95. Probably end my day at Russell's, right where the New Mexico, right by the New Mexico and Texas border. I'll swing wide here on this one because it's a narrow road that I turn on to. Sides. Yeah, even as wide as I swung on my tandem's barely cleared that ditch. It's not an easy lot to get out of. shipper I've been to several times before. It's Americold in Dallas. It's not too far east of downtown. Current temperature here in Fort Worth is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Should be pretty nice traffic though, being Sunday. One in Garland. I'm not sure if I'd say Garland. I mean, it's not far away, I guess, but it's right by where US 80 and Interstate 30 meet up. It's on Catron, or it's off of the Big Town exit. Staging area that I could have parked in last night, but I couldn't. There's no guarantee that there was going to be an open spot there. And the drop yard's a more secure place anyway. I didn't have a lot of time on the load. It's not due there until I think the 9th, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe you, because I know Garland is on in that area of Dallas, or not far from there, so I guess you can technically call it that. Yeah, and it's only 1,600 some odd, or almost 1,700 miles, so it won't take that long to. I think I can be there the 17th if I really want to push myself. So I'm okay with pushing. Problem is, I don't want to be showing up at truck stops later in the evening or at places I don't want to stop at, just about a general principle, and either have no cell service or no data service, whatever, or show up to a full truck stop. Not a fan of that, so I'd rather get off the road early, and then if I have to take an extra 10-hour break, so be it. I have the time to work with. Yeah, I'm going to stay on 820 here. These guys will let me over though. Not getting much help from these four-wheelers yet. Now I look like I'll be able to squeeze in here. That's the problem when you dumbasses follow each other so closely. If you're not leaving at least a good 100-foot gap between each other, you're too close. Morning, Tara. Mostly 65 through here, but yeah, been a while. Well, it was an interchange there that I was coming up on, so it's understandable if cars don't want to move over, because if they're trying to get onto I-35W, they have to stay to the right. Alright, it is 65. up. I don't care what it is, what kind of traffic conflict it is. I'm not moving. Take 183 across. I'm not a fan of using Interstate 30. I-30 has too many. It's a slower speed limit for too much of the time. So what I'll basically end up doing is take 183 over into the downtown area, and then come down. Basically, come down 35E to 30. Then I'll get on 30 and 35E. People would follow at the right distance, wouldn't be a problem, but it's just way too close. It's something that might happen. So even where I'm at right now, I'm a little closer to this guy than I want to be. I'm kind of backing off to try to create a little more space. And on an open road with no exits around, maybe that kind of distance is not so bad, but it's even then it's not a good idea. So we've got exits in the area and other traffic for that. I'm preaching to the corner with you. Case that people are oblivious to how much danger they put themselves in a lot of these situations. They just look at what's in front of them and don't think about the bigger picture of what's going on with everything going on around them. Or anticipating who's going to do what. 183 is coming up. Morning, James. Take 820 south I-30, but like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to touch I-30 if I don't need to. Or rather deal with 183. So I can't really look right now at anything except for what's going on around me. Well, I'll get to all you guys whenever whenever it's safe to. Crossdock in New Caney. Do you have a reload yet? So I know you were doing that Colton in New Caney or whatever it's called over there by Houston. I'll probably end this stream when I get into the dock door, and then when I'm ready to roll again, you know, when I say that I'm done, I'll start a new stream up. Because I'll probably end up burning at least a good hour and a half or something like that, getting loaded. Do a 34, or you gonna roll it? Just wait for. This trailer seems to dogleg to the right a little bit, not by a lot, but it's kind of noticeable. Passing by Dallas Fort Worth Airport here in just a minute. Eastbound, passing Industrial Boulevard and Nector Drive now. Mac Churchill Auto Mall is what I just passed by. 70 mile an hour speed limit. I just can't do it still because this car in front of me and I'm blocked by a pickup in the next lane. was driving like that already, come over here just to go back to where you were. If you've been paying attention, you would have known that car was going to be in your way anyway. DFW further up to the north, to my left. This DFW is along the 114, if I remember right. Come on, pick up, hurry up. Sorry, dude. There when I got a pickup right next to me. County Line Road, Valley View Lane. Turnpike coming up next. Entering Dallas County, leaving Tarrant County. Road and crossing under the Bush Turnpike now. Route 356 coming up. degrees there is warm. What are you talking about? That's not chilly. It's 48 degrees here, so not much warmer. That's kind of a normal temp for your area this time of year, isn't it, Tara? Highway closure January 9th at 9 p.m. Hey Carl, I found your road here. Carl Road, half a mile. That's it with calm winds and sunlight. It's sweater weather, if anything. But yeah, if you've got in a bit of wind or cover up the sun with some clouds or whatever, yeah, I'd want to be probably want to wear a jacket. Well, not necessarily. I try everything I can to not have to wear a jacket. It actually helps acclimatize me too. Slower than me 1 minute and faster than me the next. I don't want to hang around you. North Loop 12 to 35E north coming out is what I'm getting ready to pass. Do see downtown Dallas off to about my 2 o'clock position. Dude, seriously? What the fuck are you thinking? Don't get that close to my front end and hang out there, idiot. Spur 482 to 114 Regal Road. Mockingbird Lane, 1 3/4 mile, then got southbound 35 after that. Downtown Dallas skyline almost right in front of me now. Not sure how well you can see it with the sun directly kind of in the screens though. I'm more into the Fort Worth area than I am Dallas, but overall it's a good area. I do have a problem with a lot of homeless and addicts and stuff over here at the over here in the downtown area. That Commonwealth Drive coming up here. Service road. 60 makes sense since we're about into downtown now. Medical District Drive. Shut up. I know where I need to be. Cliff Avenue next. The Renaissance Hotel is pretty cool looking. And there's another one over here. It's a white one that I always see whenever I'm over here. Not sure what it is, but it's I think it's really cool looking too. Market Center Boulevard. Half mile. Oaklawn Avenue, Highline Drive, and Victory Avenue coming up next. Yeah, I think there's this building right in front of me that I'm talking about. That interesting. I see the World Trade Center right here to the left, and then just east of it, like one or two buildings is the one I think that's the one I'm talking about. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice mirrored and white looking setup to it. And US 75 a mile ahead. turning onto on I-30 before a hell of a lot longer. But I'm not going to try to... See, I'm only a mile away from 30 West, and... Yeah, now I finally got an opening here. I didn't want to commit to try to go around them until I know for sure I could get completely around them and not have to sit behind a minivan or whatever to do it. US 80, I should have a transition onto a service road to get me onto a big country. You can also take 30 straight to big country right after, basically the first exit after US 80. I tend to just get off at the service road where 80 is though. Space for that bobtail to get in, because I'm bet you anything he's going to want over here. Guess he's going to stay on the service road, huh? No? Or wait, yeah, I guess so. He can't, when he's leaving me confusing signals like that, I don't know whether to leave him space or keep going. Didn't signal either. Ferris wheel there. Texas 78 coming up here, a quarter mile. East Grand Avenue, Berry Avenue, and Munger Boulevard. Just I can speed up now. 65. On the left and not the right. Believe it or not, people do a lot closer to the speed limit here than they do in California. So I'm doing right at the speed limit. Look what's going on here in front of me. These guys are just barely going maybe half a mile an hour faster, if even that. Alright, Longview Avenue coming up. In fact, I'm actually gaining on this guy, and I was actually doing about a mile an hour less. But if you're not doing that, even if you're doing 80 miles an hour, you better be in the right lane, because everyone's going to be passing you. Ferguson Drive or Road, whatever he said. I think I've seen that truck before. That orange one that just went the other way. Interstate 635 coming up 5 miles. And Jim Miller Road, followed by St. Francis Avenue, followed by Loop 12 Buckner Boulevard. Typically about an hour before the appointment time. Exit right here, Big Town Road, because it's Big Town Boulevard, because that's the street that it's off of anyway. You can also take the 30 side and get off at Big Town also. 30 side, I don't know, might be a little more truck friendly, but I'm always taking this particular way, so I know I can do this side. Two cars over there on the service road are getting up and are transitioning over to here. I don't see anything over there now. wide. If there was a car coming the other way, I would have had to swing even wider or wait for them, but it's no big deal there. One coming over the overpass now. Looks like I might be clear. Oh, he's turning. So I do need both lanes here to get my tandems to clear the curb, though. Again, it's another example of when trucks are turning, give extra space. Or be prepared for them to use extra space. Okay, I'm gonna right turn here on this first street. Like Samuel, and then it'll be a left at the first street after that. Trucks here at all right now. This is easy. Last time I came here, the staging lot was full, and I had to actually wait for someone to leave, to move or leave, whatever, before I could get in there. Get as far up as I can, get my foot a little bit, some kind of a break. I'll have to parallel park in here between Sierra England and Prime. Yeah, my tandems aren't all the way in yet, so. My tandems a little closer to the curb. I can try hard. Yeah, I was a little premature chasing it, but it's actually pretty good there. Here, send my rival call and we'll get checked in. Let's see, 0105, it is 0904. I have trailer 5770. Check, that's the only number I have that, yeah, looks like it. Okay. Alright, I will be right back, guys. checked in. It's kind of slow here. There's only I think 2 trucks docked in on the road that I normally dock in, and there's another one further down. A handful of drop trailers indoors. Doesn't really look like a hell of a lot going inside the warehouse either, so yeah, they said they're going to give me a call when they're ready to dock me in, so have to monitor the phone, be ready for that. Let's see what all I miss here. Okay, always good to be a little early, saves a big hassle. We were talking about how I was saying it's customary usually to show up about an hour before your appointment time. That's the way I was trained. Unless it's a specific customer like Costco. Costco doesn't want you on their lot until 15 minutes prior to your appointment time. So, and they have a very fast and efficient process. So, it doesn't really take much to get into a Costco lot and get checked in and all that. But normally, like I say, if you're going into Walmart or somewhere else, you want to account for the time it's going to take you to get through the guard shack. And then once you get past the guard shack, you navigate through their property until you get to maybe to an assigned dock door. And then you have to dock in. And after you get through docking in, you go check in at the shipping office or receiving office or whatever. Each place is different. Like Walmart's typically, you'll get a dock door assignment at the guard shack, and then you got to get to your door. But then there's no guarantee you'll be able to get straight to your door, because sometimes you got to wait for other trucks to try to back into their doors first, and you get someone who has no idea what they're doing, and it could take half an hour to get into their door. You got to account for that. So, basically, you got to be ready to, when you're in the dock door. Plus, at Walmart, you have to disconnect from your trailer. And, usually you park right in front of it. Some Walmarts, they'll even make you a bobtail over to a bobtail parking area. And then only then can you go take your bills inside the receiving office, which they call it a CTO, Central Transportation Office. Or CRO, Central Receiving. But anyway, it's a normal process for that. Some other like smaller warehouses, you won't necessarily have to be there that early. Although, especially on the shipping end, though, a lot of times these guys might actually load you early. So you can show up an hour early, and they might get you loaded early and out of there before your appointment time's even up or something, for all you know. So. It's another reason it's not a bad idea to get there early. But there are others, like when I just did Shamrock Foods delivery in California. That 3-dropper, I had the Fiasco on it. My appointment time was for, I think, what was it, 2? I think it was 2 in the morning, if I remember right. And they didn't open until 2, so basically I had to park on the street and actually wait till 2 o'clock and start calling at every 5-minute interval until they actually answered the phone. I see someone said something about 858 subs now. Alright, Stephen Aquino, Dallas freeways are crazy high. Good morning, Stephen. Yeah, good morning, Stephen. This looks familiar. It's America. Yeah, Tara, you've probably seen this before, because we do come here for both pickups and deliveries every so often. Wouldn't surprise me at all if Scotty's been here in a not so distant past. So, in fact, I think I do remember him coming here not too many months ago. Deletes her potty mouth comments about football from Messenger chat. And for all adults, should have left them up for posterity. They are still up. I just deleted the F word. I was getting Taco Bell breakfast. F-bombs don't kill. Yeah, we're all adults. We can, many of us can handle that. Try not to use it too much, but yeah. 20-year military career, and being in trucking, it's not so easy. So it won't offend me, I'll tell you that. Taco Bell is better than McDonald's burrito. McDonald's makes burritos? I would never think to go to McDonald's for a freaking burrito. Of course, I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell as it is, but shit, if I had to pick between would I go to Taco Bell or would I go to McDonald's for a burrito, yeah, I think I'd go to Taco Bell. They're a little more focused on the Mexican food. I don't know what the hell McDonald's is doing even trying to make burritos. Wow, that's interesting. So I look forward to the games today. Chiefs would have pounded the Patriots if they won that game. Yeah, I've got my Eagles playing today, so that's something I'll have to keep in mind. Yeah, man, I don't know. I might have to not stream stream my trip because so I can have a chance to listen to that while I drive. I'll have to think about that. I didn't catch what time they play though. I don't know if they're the afternoon game or earlier game or what. Hey Lisa, I think if Pats had won, they had to play the Chiefs. Happy Perihelion Day? What is Perihelion Day? Yeah, explain that one, Carl. Had fun chatting with Brian via live stream during the game last night. Time 9:11, battery is 91%. Hey shit, mine's only at 47%, but when I first started it was down to like 27, so. And that guy over there almost looks like a guy you used to work with on aircraft. There's some similarities but some differences. Streaming my fireplace. Yeah, you know, I saw you were streaming last night. I was gonna watch, but I saw it was just the fireplace, and you kind of teased and said, "Yeah, the Patriots game's on in the background," and yeah, so I have it on mute. Right? Yeah. So, I guess I'll watch another one. Reefer Gang. Good morning, Dirty Joe. Hey, good morning, Dirty Joe. I think I've seen you on here before, have I? Welcome. I don't know how long you've been following, watching my videos, but thanks for coming in. Like I said, I don't think I've seen you before. Morning drivers, keep the shiny side up. 16 online, 858 subs. Yeah, and I get the most viewers when I'm done driving. I guess people like to actually see my face and interact or something. I don't know. Interesting. It's like, I would think I'd want to see the scenery. Yeah, while I'm driving more. Because I'm not all that to look at, so. I want Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm sure you do, James. You're from Missouri. I don't want Eagles in the Super Bowl, but I'm not expecting that it'll happen. I can't even believe they made the playoffs, to be honest with you. So, I'm happy they did. I'm just the adversity they had to go through just to get here, get to the playoffs. So that's why it kind of surprises me. All those injuries, it's not easy. Dirty Joe, Taco Bell equals toxic hell. Yes, I pretty much agree with you on that, Joe. And talk to my wife about it sometimes. She used to work at McDonald's. I mean, not McDonald's, but at Taco Bell. And on top of that, she's Mexican, and she's raised to actually make traditional Mexican food. So it's like a massive difference between what I get when I'm at home, whatever she makes versus what I can get from pretty much any regular Mexican restaurant. Yeah, wow, huge difference. But yeah, Taco Bell's not that great. I like if I have to eat fast food Mexican, I like the Barstow Del Taco. But as any other Del Taco, I think I'd rather have Taco Bell. I hate to say it. I don't like the corporate formula for Del Taco. And the Barstow Del Taco is still owned by the guy who founded the entire Del Taco franchise company. So. All three of them. There are three of them in Barstow. All three of them are owned by Ed Hackbarth, who's the founder of the entire Del Taco Every so often, I'm actually in the one in Linwood, which is the newest of the three there. Sometimes I actually will see Ed, or Mr. Hackbarth there, making sure things are going well. He's a really good guy. I'll be watching your Eagles. Yeah, I'll be listening, more than likely. Afternoon game, okay, 4:40 Eastern. Okay, so it'll be 3:40 Central, and most of my, vast majority of my shift will be in Central Time. So I don't worry about it. Hello, this is Scott. Yeah, correct. No, I was told waiting for you guys to call and give me a door. Okay, slide tandems, door 31, leave door shut. Okay. All right. Okay, door 31, slide tandems, and door shut. All right, so we get turned around so you guys have some kind of entertainment to look at. Yeah, that's the entertainment. It's the back of a Sierra England trailer. I got one coming up the lane now. I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah, he's passing by. Yard move. Come on. So my tandems, I got plenty of room back here between me and Prime, so I'm gonna give myself all that extra space to make sure my tandems can get around Sierra England. Phone's getting hot, so I'm gonna turn it off. I'm turning the display off. Maybe max out my AC to help with it. Oh, 31 is right here. Okay, I'm gonna get my tandems in over here. I'm gonna go at least a couple spots past. Actually, I'm gonna go more than a couple spots, because of where the door is at and this narrow lane I have to work with. So I can give my tandems more room to, or my trailer more room to maneuver around the corner there. Get just around the yellow post. I want to get my tractor tracking too much toward these cars here though. I'm still going to be off, but it's alright. You can always guide it toward the door anyway. Yeah, I'm more in front of 32, but angle it back. to be gentle about it. If you slam the tandems too hard, you can actually break the stop bar. It's not a very, it's not always a very solid bar. If you break the stop bar, you can actually make the tandems fall completely off the rail. So try to be gentle. Don't cause more any damage to it if you don't need to. Yeah, it looks like it's cool enough now, so I can come back. Alright. So, I don't know if you're able to see I have these yellow posts right here next to my door, and there's no setup lane to work with, so I had to compensate. By going further down the lane before I start my turn, and then take a more gentle turn. And yeah, get my trailer. And now I didn't have an angle to work with to get the trailer to rotate right around these yellow posts, though. But first and foremost, I have to clear the first yellow post, regardless. So it ended up with the way it was rotating. I ended up more in front of door 32, and then I just intentionally let it angle back toward my door. I try to get toward the center of the door. Before I get to the end of it. So let me kind of explain this for anybody who might be watching who's a beginning trucker or wanting to get into trucking to help with backing. Okay. When you're backing into a spot, if you're not in the middle of the spot, see, so you can draw a line right down the middle of the lane. That's the center of the spot. Just imagine the center line of your trailer is, make sure it lines up with the center line of the door. Yeah, that's what you're going for. Now, your pivot point is where the tandems are at, though. Ideally, I want my tandems to intercept the center of the spot up here, way up here, as far forward as I can. Worst case scenario is wait until it's all the way back to the back of the spot or door before you actually center. You don't want that. So I wanted to, so I don't want to intercept the center point all the way back here, and then my tractor won't be lined up. If I'm too close to the door also, I can't get my tractor to line up. I can maybe get my tandems to line up, but I won't be able to get my tractor to line up. So the further up here you can possibly get, before you center your trailer, get your trailer centered in front of the door, the more space you have to work with to get the tractor to line up also. And my normal routine here is get the tandems lined up first. Once they're there, keep them there. Don't do any more movement than is necessary to get them, to get the rest of the truck and the drive tires lined up. So let's say we'll have the tandems there. If my tractor's offset, then I'll do what I can to get my drives over here to the center, and then use whatever angle I need on the tractor to keep the tandems from going off center while I'm doing it. Which means if I have to do a bunch of do smaller pull-ups, to create a stronger, let's just say if I need to get my drive tires off to the left, I can pull forward hard right and forward. And go hard right and forward a little bit, and then hard left backward. So that way, if instead of my tractor and trailer being lined up, maybe I want it like that. So that way when I come back, my tractor's coming this way, and then and then I can make whatever adjustments I need. I can chase it if I have room. If I need to work more, let's just say my tandems are centered, but and I can't chase it down without pulling the tandems off and to the left also. So be it. Just overshoot a little bit on the drive tires. Get the drive tires off to the left of the spot. but not by too far, and then pull hard left, forward and hard left, and that'll square up your tractor and trailer and keep your tandems right around the center, which is your ultimate goal. Yeah, so just remember, tandem centered first, and then once they're there, get your drive tires centered, and then once the drive tires are centered, then work on getting the steer tires centered. If you think progressively from back to front, that can help you out with not making a lot of unnecessary corrections. Because that's something I see happen a lot at truck stops and anywhere else, is people making extremely unnecessary corrections, like where they'll pull way like a lot further forward than is absolutely necessary to do, or they'll make just make bad corrections in general. Like maybe they'll turn in the wrong direction, because they might have one thing in mind, but they don't realize when they're doing that they're changing the way the trailer is angled toward the spot, which can affect how what their next move is going to be. So you gotta think 2 moves ahead. Think of the move you're going to do first, and then what are you going to do after that move is done, before you even do either one of them. That's how you can get better with the setups and just basic backing skills. They fly here some and get some and fly back home. If not, I've never been to a taco. Okay, I must have missed some stuff here. I knew you would ask. It's the day the sun is closest to the earth in 2020. Oh, okay. All right. And I already forget the name of that. The Periwinkle or whatever. I gotta scroll up now to see what the hell it was. Perihelion Day. Where the hell did you learn that from? Scott, you didn't need to watch that. I just set that up for the chat room. Okay. Charlie will be back later. Lisa, never been to a Taco Bell. Yeah, you're not missing a lot there, Lisa. It's okay food, but some of the sauces and stuff they have, it's like, what the hell is this, Now, I usually just get some crunchy tacos there with extra cheese, and half the time they don't give me the extra cheese. So, and then in real Mexican cuisine, they don't use the kind of cheese that they use at Taco Bell. They use cheddar cheese at Taco Bell. You get real, like an authentic Mexican taco, if you get cheese at all, which a lot of times they don't. Who's this here? Got another JCT coming. I think it's the same guy who he was telling me he had a 10 o'clock appointment. 3845. Okay, see, he's going for a slightly different option there. That works too. This is one of the cool things about, you can watch other people back. My way to back is not the only way you can do it. Is it effective? Yes, but do you have to do it my way? No. But now I do teach stuff in a way where it's designed to kind of try to minimize the mistakes, especially the costly accident type of mistakes that inexperienced drivers are more prone to making. I should plug in. Make sure my phone doesn't go dead. Alright, yeah, basically Tara's right. You're not missing anything, Lisa. Fly here, get some, and fly back home. Nice. There's a Taco Bell in my hometown, but I've never been to it, James. Let's see. Oh, nice. Only 20-minute wait. It's not bad. Well, at least the phone will be cooler in the shade. That's true. Alright. This guy's in. Alright. Hey, Yolanda. Like your backing tutorial videos. Good stuff, man. Appreciate it. And I do what I can to make it as easy to understand, and you can't really make backings as overly simple, because there are a lot of details that really have to be watched out for. And of course, I always highly recommend watching My Trekking, or what is it, My Trekking Skills. His name's David Crowley. I remember that was what he used to go by on YouTube, and then he changed his page name to, I think it's My Trekking Skills. His philosophy with the way he does backing is extremely similar to my own, and he's like a cut above the rest in terms of his video editing ability, because particularly because all the different camera views that he has. I only have two, actually maybe, well, three when I have an SD card for my that I can actually find for my interior camera. But yeah, he's got some really amazing videos, and every time I watch it, it's a joy to watch, because he teaches the exact same way I like to teach. And yeah, but he has all these different camera views that I don't have. Like I have a drone, but my drone doesn't work, and most of the time, because I have range problems with it. So that's something, a benefit he has. He also has exterior mirror views on both sides. He has another camera showing his steer tire where it's pointing. He also has another one inside that shows the steering wheel, what he's doing with it. So he's got some really nice views. I'm making pretty good use of what I can with what views I do have, which is driver's side mirror, the main front camera, and then my older camera here that now faces inward when I use it. So I appreciate the support, though. Like I said, yeah, and I know a lot of the people who come to my page are doing so because either the backing tutorial videos, or particularly I get a ton of views on the double blindside backing video from what was it? I think I posted it Christmas Day of what year was it? 2016, something like that. And I know it did get a surge in views over the last week, because it was normally it was only getting like 1,500 to 2,000 views per 24 hour, actually 48-hour period. And more recently, like the last couple of days, it's been up over up in the like 12 to 14,000 per day range. So yeah, page hits have gone up for that, and I'm sure it has a lot to do with why the subscriber count has gone up over the last couple of days too. Let's see, speaking of, because I know some of you guys who do watch me more regularly are kind of curious about that, with how many new subs I'm getting per day. Last I think I had one that was 9 subscribers one day, and then the next day went up to like, I think 14 or 16 or something, and then it went, I think, back down to 9 or something like that. So, and I think 2 days in a row of about 9 or so. So either way, it's, man, if I get anybody wanting increase in subs, it's all good to me. I'm not trying to be internet famous or anything. I'm just trying to give people good stuff, good content to view. Hopefully, help some people learn some new things, or interact with some people who actually like coming on and watching my streams and interacting and seeing what I'm up to. Okay, Lisa, I wonder if he's next to you or one door over from me. He's in the door right next to me. Which I remember seeing him even come to the lot and check in. I know we got 2 more going by. There's a Prime and then a SOAR truck. Now SOAR, they used to be known as Kelly Transport Service. What is it? Kelly Transport Service, or whatever it's called. They're from Salt Lake City. Or, they used to be known as KTX. But they changed their name to SOAR about a year or so ago, and you still sometimes see KTS trucks on the road, trailers on the road, but the trucks themselves are mostly now all SOAR. And, and of course through, eventually they'll phase out all the KTS trailers and replace them with these SOAR trailers. Yeah, Okay, we got Corey online now also, and Jesse. How's it going, Jesse? How's your morning going? My morning's going pretty good so far. Kind of off and on with the sleep last night, but got pretty well rested. I was at the drop yard. You probably might have seen in the Facebook group. I'm at Americold in Dallas right now, picking up. Haven't docked in yet, but I am in front of my door. Once I get done loading here, I'll be going to Sparks, Nevada, and I'll probably end my shift today at Russell's, right there by the New Mexico and Texas line. I don't like stopping in Tucumcari, and I think it might be a little too late in the evening for me to get to Santa Rosa. So, yeah, and I'll probably stretch myself to get to Santa Rosa anyway, a little bit. Because I did 45 miles to get here, and then it'll probably be about 350 or so to get back to Amarillo. So, what did I say, almost 400 miles total driven. And then another 75, almost 80 to get to their New Mexico line. So, that's 475, I'll just say about 475 to get to New Mexico. Theoretically, Santa Rosa should definitely be doable. Problem is I don't like showing up to full parking lots. So, much as I like stopping in Santa Rosa, yeah, I'll probably just cut it short and stop at Russell's. Russell's a really good place to stop at anyway. They got a lot of nice convenience items there for, their grocery, whatever you want to call it. Small grocery store, I guess you'd call it. Where are you and Diane at, Jesse? They're easy to understand. Chandler, I assume you were talking about my backing tutorial videos there. It's, again, I appreciate it, because especially when you got you got people like yourselves who don't drive trucks for a living, and say it actually makes a lot of sense, or they're easy to understand when, just by watching whatever, almost like you can get in the truck and do it yourself, even when you've never driven one. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm going for. I want it to be, but like I say, it has to be, it can't be overly simple either. There's a lot of detail in here. There's a lot that can go wrong, and very easy to have an accident with backing or get yourself in a jam that is very difficult to get out of if you don't know what you're doing. So, as simple as I want to make it, it's just not possible. It has to be a little bit complex. Perihelion day is when the sun is closest to the earth in 20, hence the hot phone, whatever. Not bad, Jesse, thank you, all right. Doing good, waiting to go pick up. Nice one, Jesse, hope you don't have to wait too long. We pick up at 1400. Which hopefully I'll see where, maybe when I get caught up with all the chat, I'll see where exactly you're at. What time is it for you now? 7:41. Oh, you're over on the West Coast then. Are you guys picking up a Colton load or something? Yes, Colton, Florida somewhere. Morning, Samuel. Later, Scott. Hope this goes smooth. Yeah, same here. Need to unplug for a while, all right? Sure you are, Scott. You're trying to get famous so you don't have to work so hard. Right. I'll never stop working hard. I can't sit still for that long. Yeah, I gotta have something worth doing. Doing good. Sitting at Petrol in Ontario. Okay. Well, I don't drive truck, but it's good advice when I play ATS or ETS and having to back up the trucks in game. Okay, so what Lisa's talking, or Ice is talking about there, ATS is American Truck Simulator. ETS is European Truck Simulator. It's actually a very good game to play if you want to learn how to refine your backing skills before you even get into a real truck. Is the time factor and the space, whatever, always realistic? Not necessarily. But the physics of the vehicle are really, really good. It's a great way to practice real-world backing skills, to be quite honest with you. I have the game myself. My kids usually play it. Once in a while, I'll do it just to screw around. Yeah, it's actually very good though for practicing real-world skills. heading to the mothership, then make the turn back. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a load going to like Moberly or somewhere, don't you? Or maybe Ochalata or whatever. Still got like some soreness over here on the right front area of my ankle. It's still residual from the arch area pain. Okay, Moberly. All right. Well, cool. Yeah. I used to like doing those Moberly runs, especially because they're dropping hook on the back end. But when they made them team speed loads, though, there wasn't that plan. So now now usually when I pick up over there, I end up going to Harrisonville. Where else do they send me from there? It's been a while since I've gone anywhere but like Harrisonville. Pick up loads from her a lot, it seems, but just some reason I can't remember where else I go. I've only been to Clarksville with JCT, I think, one time, and of course I've been here almost 2 years. Yeah, I think I've only one time ever been to Clarksville with JCT. I've been there once or twice before with Sierra England, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it was only one time ever that I've been there with us. Done Harrisonville a few times, Moberly several times, North Platte at least a few times, although sometimes they would pick up in Colton and sometimes I would pick up in Florida. Usually if I pick up in Florida, it'd be at the Coca-Cola plant in Auburndale and taking it up there. It's been a while since I've been to Las Lunas. Usually when I go there, I think I pick up at Lineage Logistics in Vernon, the one on Bandini. And I might have gone there from somewhere else once too, I forget where. It might have been a swap I'm thinking of, so I don't know. Did Brundage not too long ago from, that was a busy week. Went from, I did a 34 in Monroe, Georgia. That was another one I did. And then the very next load I picked up was, after that one was Brownsville, Alabama, the Tyson plant there. Took it out to Far West Utah. Swapped out with another guy who came out of Washington. Gave him my load, even though I'd already gotten too far west and even sent my arrival call. But I was camping out at Flying J because I wanted a shower. Ended up swapping with the guy that evening. He ended up delivering that load, and I took his load to Brundage. And that was like 3,800 plus miles in a single week, and all in the same 70-hour period. So yeah, that was a busy one. Do solo, do a lot of swaps. Yeah, I imagine you guys, every time I talk to you guys who team drive, I hear all the time you guys do a ton of swaps. Which, and I guess sometimes it's to help people get home, and other times it's because people are running behind on their loads for whatever the reason might be. I'm kind of curious how many times those are just from truck breakdowns or from shipper delays, and how many of them are actually from drivers not running the way they're supposed to, and and the drivers specifically failing the loads. I don't do too many swaps because I'm usually on time. Once in a while I'll swap if I'm running ahead of schedule. Actually, I'm almost never swapping out because I'm running late. And there've even been times where they want to swap me out because they think I'm going to be late, and I'm like, no, I'm all right. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. And I'll get it there. Yeah, this is gonna probably take a while here, even once they are ready to start loading me. Also, so I was talking about earlier on my way over here, I'll probably end the feed here, and then may start. I'll probably restart the feed when I'm ready to leave here. But that one, I'll definitely have to plan on stopping before the Eagles game comes on. So, I'm an Eagles fan, so when the Eagles game comes on, I'm gonna have to end the feed and listen to the Eagles game, I should say, because I can't watch it while I'm driving. Both a lot of shipper delay and breakdown, but you will be surprised if it is. I'm sure there are some that are driver delayed. The guy I swapped with up there in Utah was delayed because he had a problem with his truck, and he had to go. He had picked up in Wenatchee, and he had to go all the way back. He went all the way back over to Seattle to get his truck fixed. Even though, if you had to drive all the way to Seattle, you could have driven down to the other Freightliner shop. I want to say there's a Freightliner shop down there by Yakima or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever. He put on a lot of extra miles on it, but it ended up hooking me up. So, all right. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the feed here because, like I said, there's been a lot of sitting around here for at least an hour and a half, I'd say. And I can rest my foot and maybe catch up on Facebook shit or something before I get rolling. So and maybe you get a little bit of a nap here too. So Boise, Idaho. All right. All right. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys watching. Like I say, I will be on again in sometime this morning or whenever they're done loading me. I have my bills in hand. Once I pull away from the dock door and I'm waiting for the bills, I'll probably go live, and then once I have the bills, then I can depart out and send my macros and get rolling, and I'll have you guys on for that. All right, guys, appreciate you guys watching again. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay, thanks.